Hello. So, Xbox One games. So I mentioned on the Xbox Series X thing, I went by this right here, where it says on the case what it is. So if it didn't say Xbox Series X on the corner, it's in this stack. If it said Xbox Series X, it was in that. Even if they were also, a few of them were also Xbox One games that double as both. And I know for a fact that there are some games that I got in the Xbox One pile here that are also Series X. Go ahead and get the prime example out of the way. Cyberpunk 2077. I forgot the number. So I don't think some additional content. What's this? To access digital content, go to our website now. Well, outside of being a reversible cover with the lady version on the other side, but that was kind of cool. I'm just gonna leave the guy on the outside though, because I don't care. It also had, I think it also had stickers. I'm not really sure. I could be wrong. I might be thinking about a different game that had stickers that came with it. I'm thinking this one had a sticker with it, and I just kind of put it away. Because I was like, I don't know. So, yeah. It says Xbox One on it. Honestly, I played it on Series X, and played the upgraded automatic digital thingy-majigger bob for the game. I just played through, like, the prologue story. I got to the point where, regardless what opening you choose, they all kind of converge at that point, I guess, would be the way to explain it. And then I was thrown into the world with the choice to do whatever I wanted, and I said I did not pay attention to the tutorial very good. I do not know what I'm doing. So, I definitely need to start it over and actually pay attention to the tutorial and its directions on how to use, like, the map and all that stuff, because I don't know. That's on me. That is 100% on me. I know it's a really long game, so I don't know when I'll get to it. It's not at the top of my list, though. It's one of those games where I'm like, do I want to play it? Yes. Is it at the top of my list? No. Okay, One Piece Burning Blood. So this is just a fighting game of One Piece. I figured it only made sense since I have the RPG one on Xbox Series X that I should go ahead and get one of the fighting games. And this one was, relatively cheap, so I was like, I can check it out. One of these days, I'll check it out. Not a type plan. Vanguard. I don't know. So I don't know where they get this word from. Vannergand or whatever. But Valkyria Revolution, because that's what the disc says. And that's what I'm going with. Vannergand. What is the world? Yeah, even the text says Valkyria Revolution. Registered trademarks. I don't know. Part of the Valkyria series. So I'm not sure where Revolution falls. I feel like this is supposed to follow after the Chronicles games, but it might not be. I didn't really look it up. I just kind of was like, yes, Valkyries! I get excited for strange things. And I believe it's supposed to be an RPG. I could be wrong. Do not quote me on that. I've not actually played the game. So, I don't know. Alright. Yet again, another cover that I don't have. Atari Flashback Classics Volume 2. It's nothing special to see there. It's had several games in one. They were originally on the Atari game system with the little toggly stick and the one button. I've not actually played them. It was just kind of a case of I wanted to go ahead and own them all. So I got it. I'll probably play it one day. Not a top priority thing. Naturally. Okay, so Stardew Valley Collector's Edition. I mean, it's collectible enough. So you got your CD. You got your little mini guidebook. That was cute. And it has a little map. I'm not gonna unfold this and have to fold it back. And then of course the actual game. And while I have watched tons of videos and read a lot of stuff about Stardew Valley, I have not actually played it myself. Because I am a terrible, terrible person. I do want to play it though. It's definitely my kind of thing. It's super cutesy. I do know that some of the, well, if not all of the townsfolk stories, the people you can become friends with, as you get to know them better, they have some dark stories. But you can help them, and they can become better people or not. I mean, one of them, I'm pretty sure they're still not necessarily better, but you know, whatever. Honestly though, like a lot of these cutesy little games, the guy choices are kind of lame. So I'm tempted to play as a male character and choose one of the girls. Although it doesn't matter, you can play whatever gender you want and date whoever you want, as far as I can tell. But, I don't know. I'll figure it out one of these days. Alright, another one of those, I just wanted to have the games. Mega Man, Legacy Collection. So, which games are this? Is it all of Mega Man? It might be 1 through 10. I'm not really sure. But, yep. Mega Man! Super Fighting Robot Mega Man! I actually do plan to play this a lot more than I plan to play the Atari one. I just know that the original Mega Man is hard. Not like a little difficult, but like a lot of difficult. Okay, it's another one of these games. I mainly got it because I was like, oh, it's anime. I believe is the anime, yeah, the anime spinned off of this, I believe. So this is Arslan, the Warriors of Legend. And, you know, people. Born a Prince, rise a hero. Yeah, it's a collaboration between the popular anime, The Heroic Legend of Arslan, this is based off of the anime, and the Warriors series. They made it. So, it's based on the series by creator of Full Metal Alchemist. The visuals and voice actors are from the anime. There's 50 scenarios, 12 stages, and 15 playable characters. So, this is, it's definitely like the Warriors games. I like to call it an action RPG because there is definitely some different stats and stuff to work with. You got weapons arts, skill cards, different types of weapons and combos. And there's even chain strike to work with for the combos. So, not the most like fantastical storyline. I mean, even the anime's kind of at times, but the action and the art style are very enjoyable, and I like it despite the flaws that the story definitely has. I've not made it very far in the game. I'm more familiar with the anime than the game. I never actually finished the anime. I need to do so one of these days. But, yeah, definitely very action-oriented. The story, the action's the highlight. That's one of those things. But it's definitely my kind of thing. No idea if I actually use this code or not. What did this code supposedly give me? Episode 1 of the anime. I don't care. I don't care if it actually gave me that or not. I have Crunchyroll. Alright. So yeah, definitely a game I plan to play. I will get to it sooner than later. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Later mans. Middlemans. Sooner thans. I don't know if I'll ever stream playing this game. I do want to play this game. So, Disney Infinity 3.0. Oh, gosh. That's a thick book. That's ridiculous. Alright. So, which of these things did I get? I got the Star Wars starter set, didn't I? It came with the people I don't know from like the newer Star Wars anime kind of thing. Does it even say in this book? It tells you how to set up the base. I don't think it tells you exactly who the characters are. I think it's just pretty much, you have characters, do what the game tells you to do. Yeah, and I'm not getting them out. So, it came with a base that looks like that. And honestly, every version of this game came with that shaped base with that situation. The 2 disc slots and the character slot. One disc slot you use to put a dice on. The other is to put a disc, if you want, on. And then, of course, a character spot. And then it scans them into the game for you. And bada bing, bada boom, you can play the game. I have not played this one. I played the 1.0 version on the 3DS. And when you play on the 3DS, you don't get the story mode that comes in the console versions. You just get the board game. So, I do not know anything of what this action plays like in this game. Do know it's kind of like an action type of thing? Whatever. I got a lot of different figures and stuff for it because I like the figures more so than I care about the game. Because they have Disney characters, and that was totally my jam. And I was like, I like these. They're so pretty. And I have a collecting problem. So I've put them away for now in a bin. But one day I'll play it. I need to check it out in private first. And then after I make sure there's not any music that will slap me with cease and desist orders, I will stream it. Because I am concerned with the Star Wars and the Disney. I know them and their music tendencies. Not a top priority game, but definitely will get to it. Lego Movie. Is this the first one? Yes. Okay. The Lego Movie video game. I actually beat this on PS3, I believe it was. I borrowed it from the library. And I enjoyed it so much that I bought this one. I will eventually get to it. Again, me and my obsession with Lego games. I mentioned it before on the 360 collection. I will play a Lego game. I will play any Lego game. And I will enjoy it, most likely. I really liked this one, though. I liked the movie. And I liked the game. Not so much the sequel. I ain't played the sequel game either. I'd probably like the game. The movie, I was kind of, I could do without it. I would probably still enjoy the game, though. Oh, man. Alright. So, because they put these stickers and you can't read the title. Alright. Marvel Pinball Epic Collection Volume 1. So, does it actually tell you what tables it unlocks? I don't know if it does or not. It just tells you the names of some heroes. Okay. Yeah, and it didn't come with a booklet, so I can't actually tell you what all tables it has on there, because I didn't think to write them down. But, I mean, it's a bunch of different Marvel pinball tables, basically. A few different ones. Yeah, it doesn't tell you how many. You got the Avengers table. And then they mentioned that there's Spider-Man, Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Ant-Man, World War Hulk, Civil War table, Fear itself. I'm not sure what that table is. Venom and Blade. Though, actually, I like the Avenger table and the Blade table and the Venom tables. I don't think I've messed with the other tables yet. I just kind of dabbled in it. I'm not very good at pinball. This is one of these games of I just need a break. I've been playing a long game. Some pinball's a nice way to relax, and having some fun little animations of Marvel doesn't hurt. I don't know if I'll ever stream it. It's one of those games that I just kind of personally play whenever I need a break. That's about all it is. Like I said, I don't think I've really touched many of the tables. It's one of those things where I just keep going to the same table and just, yeah, okay. And I'm like, alright, I'm good. So, from what I could tell, the DLC's on the disc. At least I hope I'm right. Because it even tells you it includes the DLC and some new map. I don't know. So, Valhalla Hills Definitive Edition. Build Your Own Viking Village is its little on the back. And while I have absolutely no clue, I feel like this is probably one of those games that is like a real-time strategy. I've not actually played it. It just kind of looked that way to me. And I like the idea of playing like a unique little Viking game that I've never played before. But I also like the idea of the different enemies that you can face. You can face ice giants, mummies, and dome dwarves. That one's not as exciting. It tells you random maps, a well-balanced economic system, provide endless challenges. Yeah, and it just kind of goes on and blah, blah, blah. It don't really tell you anything. But that was basically what I got out of it. And I was like, yeah, I can try it out someday. And I got it. Nah, I still ain't touched it. I know this is an RPG. So, Shenmue is known for being the originator of the QuickTime event. Oh, joy. I legit want to play these games simply for the foundation of what they are. For what I can tell, I've watched a little bit of gameplay for the game Shenmue, and obviously not 2 because I don't want to like skip storyline. And really, and I haven't actually played the game. I need to, but I just kind of watched it to get an idea of how the game plays, and it's really this nice classic RPG as far as I can tell. This is one of those series that I didn't get to play it on its original release. I'm pretty sure only Shenmue 1 made it to Dreamcast in America. I don't think Shenmue 2 did. I think that was a Japan thing. And here's the cool thing. Even though I bought it used, it still has nice poster inside. It kind of gives you little cute images of the characters. I didn't hang this poster up simply because I'm going to wait and see if I even like these characters at the end of the day before bothering with such a thing. Now, yeah, it's one of those, they're really in-depth RPGs. There's all kinds of stuff to do. There's mini games. But you can't just dilly-dally forever. You do have kind of a timeline to get things done, at least in Shenmue 1. I don't know about 2, probably the same thing. I do like that this offers an English voiceover. I don't know that the original did. I think the original just had English text. So, that'll be fun. And I do know there is a Shenmue 3, but I'm going to wait and see what I think of these two before I even touch getting a Shenmue 3. So this is definitely on the higher end of the Xbox One games that I want to play. Like, more so even than Arslan. I just haven't got around to it, because I feel like I need to see if there's multiple endings, first off. And then secondly, if there are multiple endings, I then can just play through it blind and then come in afterwards and go for the best ending. And if there's just one ending, then I just need to make sure I'm not doing anything too stupid, I guess, to have to restart and play it through again. It's one of those games where I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. Part of me wants to play it blind, and part of me wants to use a guide. I'm like, I don't know. So, time will tell. Alright. So, I have the Stick of Truth digitally on my Switch. So, I got this. The Fractured Butthole. Goodness. It tells you it includes the first game for free, but I didn't get that code. Only thing it gave me, it's this guy, and an advertisement for the anime, or cartoon, the cartoon. It's more a cartoon, it's not really an anime. It's just a cartoon. Alright. So, I like that it tells you that that's included, but when it's used, no it ain't. But that's okay. Since I already have it. I dabbled in both of them enough to see, like, there's a lot of collectibles. It's, your turn-based RPG system. It's not incredibly complex. I mean, it has its moments and stuff. There is leveling you can do. There's all kinds of optional stuff to do that you don't have to do. And then, of course, there's the main storyline, which is always interesting in its own way. I have no idea how Tally is supposed to be helpful. I ignored him for the most part. You're gaming, bud. Yeah, you're useless, buddy. Definitely a series that I plan to play. I'm going to start with Stick of Truth and then do this. Although, they're not really connected. You can play them in whatever order. There's not enough of a connection between the two. Let's put it that way. Alright. This is another one of these games I just kind of saw it on the shelf and grabbed it. Lichdom Battle Mage. I was like, I ain't got enough, like, magic-y fighter guy games. So, the goal, you play as a magic guy. You cast spells. I don't know. I really couldn't tell you. Become a badass mage. And then there's just like a website that they tell you to go, that you can go to. Is all the flyer says. I don't know. So yeah, I got it. I know nothing about this game other than Battle Mage. That was literally the only reason I picked it up. I was like, Battle Mage. Sure. I have no explanation for myself. So I have The Witcher 1 and 2 on my PC. I'm torn about going ahead and getting 2 again on Xbox 360 just so I'll actually play it. But I got The Witcher 3 because I heard you can play this without playing the other two. And I was like, sweet. And then I probably didn't play it. I have no excuse for myself. Now, I know this came with a sticker that I done put away somewhere. Okay. What's this? Compendium. Okay. It's like a little booklet. There's a little booklet inside that's called The Witcher Compendium. And it just has like little snippets of, I guess, information. I don't know. I'll read it one of these days. And then, of course, there's the game manual. Boop. And then there's a map. Yep. I guess it's a map. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Poster map. I already got 2 maps on my walls. Three maps on my walls. 2 Elder Scrolls and 1 Final Fantasy. I don't need more maps on my walls. Alright, yeah, so I know this is massive open world. I know it is long. And that's the main reason I touch it. I was like, I will touch you when I'm ready. And in the drawer it went. Definitely on the I need to play it list. Let's see. This game. So, I do know. I believe there's two endings. I'm not 100% sure. It might just be that the end part is difficult and complicated. I do know I have bookmarked something about the ending of this game. I don't remember what it is, so because I told myself, I don't need to worry about that anytime soon. This game is long. Yes, it is. This is like a dungeon crawler. Like a dungeon crawler. It is a dungeon crawler. There is level grinding. You create your characters from scratch. Okay. So there's characters you could choose from to put on your team, all right? But your main character, the starter character, you create who they are and you focus on figuring out exactly what you want them to do as far as specialties and all that stuff. I can't remember. I think the other characters just have names. I believe you are allowed to switch up what their specialties are and all that stuff and just do what you want as far as forming your party. There's specific party sets that will do way better than others in this game. Because there are moves and stuff that you can use outside of battle that make it so when you get into battle, you're already at an advantage. After you reach a certain point and have certain skills on each of the characters, you can literally make it so that you are the only person acting in that battle. Monsters don't even have a chance. And this is necessary against certain boss monsters, or you will die. I learned this by going the wrong way one time. They will kill you. And then you gotta go back from your last save and go, oh. Alright. So, yeah, the whole premise of this is you're Undernauts. You're a team of adventurers coming through the depths of a massive monster-infested labyrinth in search of priceless resources. Make use of skills and magic to reach the surface alive. So, it tells you to recover the darkness hidden deep in the labyrinth, and what that means by this game dark. It even starts out dark. It starts out with murder. You get to watch people, you don't really see it. The game is like, I'm going to spare you a little bit. Just a little bit. But it's descriptive enough, and the noises are enough. It's, yeah. You start the game with everybody that you supposedly are with dying, and then your character, who you literally think you're dead by the time that they finally are like, nope, you lived. Now choose who you want to be. Like, not here. Is that an option? So in this game, you have to get different resources and stuff, and you gotta be careful with it because you have to create doors and ladders and bridges. You can't progress. You can deadlock yourself if you create stuff in the wrong place before you've unlocked the ability to make multiple of it. Now, some stuff you don't gotta worry about that because it will keep giving it to you. Like putting down a plant that summons monsters to show back up every time you've finished resting. You will get plenty of that plant. But it is still best to go ahead and put it somewhere where they're not the weakest monsters, but they're not the strongest either. That way you can just grind a few levels on them. That's what I found. That's part of why I didn't get anywhere in this game. Very, very long game in the aspect of you want to take your time so you do not die. And it takes longer if you do get yourself killed. So, yeah. Definitely on the higher priority. I couldn't tell you exactly where it falls in my priorities, but I definitely want to play it sooner than later. Alright. So, I've heard some people don't like this game and some people like this game. I don't know. Anyways, Digimon Survive, and I was like, I like Digimon. I watched Digimon like years ago. I haven't watched Digimon in so many years, so I really couldn't tell you anything about Digimon. I do know that this is like, how do I explain this? So it's like a tactical RPG with visual novel elements in it. It's one of these games where I'm gonna like half do it myself and half look at a guide. So like the visual novel elements guide, but for like the tactical battles, I'll figure it out. I don't want to like look at a guide for that. I generally enjoy doing that sort of thing, figuring out myself. But yeah, that's the main reason I got it, because I was like, it's kind of a visual novel, but it's also not. And that's the only reason I don't really have it with my visual novels. I tried to put all my visual novels over on that shelf. Yeah. Yeah, PS4, PS5, PSP, Switch, and Vita. This, I'm not sure, is really a visual novel until I play it. It's kind of one of those, I want to play it sooner than later to see if it's a visual novel. Because if it is, it's going on the visual novel shelf. But at the same point, I don't want to rush to play it until I'm ready to play it, because I feel like it's going to be long. So, that's kind of the situation with it. Alrighty. So, this is it just tells you straight up, it's RPG tower defense game. I love me a tower defense game. I used to play all like the free-to-play online ones like all the time, because I'm weird. I love those Flash games. I would spend hours on them. So, Lock's Quest. I just saw that was a tower defense game, and I was like, yeah! And I haven't actually played it yet. Not on my short list to play yet, but it's definitely on my I want to play this when I get a chance list. Obviously, Devil May Cry 5. Because why not? Is your disc... Yeah, its disc is in my Xbox One. I need to get it out of my Xbox One so I can play the game one of these days. Yeah. I started it up. I think I chose Dante. Did I start with Dante? I either started Dante or Nero. I forget which one I chose. I want to say it starts you with Dante. So I think you gotta play as like each character one by one. Which, whatever. I like how it tells you 3 unique playable characters. Lies, beat the game, and unlock more. Alright, seriously though. Yeah, you start with Dante. I'm pretty sure the case with this game is one of those, you finish Dante, then you can do Nero, and then you can do V, and then you can do Virgil. Yeah. So, from what I can tell, Dante's kind of, the same-o, what you're used to in the Devil May Cry games. Nero still plays like Nero did back in 4, where he's kind of a balanced act. Kind of. He doesn't hit as strong as Dante does, but he has a little more defense than Dante does. V is definitely our weak sauce. His defense is, ugh. And he mainly uses magical attacks, but he has to go in for the kill, so, oh boy. And then Virgil's always the last guy you can play as, because you have to unlock him by actually beating the game, And as far as I can tell, he's a Dante with less defense in life. He's just a harder version of playing Dante. That's always how I felt playing him. But I mean, it's still fun to do. It's still something worth unlocking. Yeah, I definitely want to play through it at some point. Just not a high priority at this time. So this one's Xbox One and Xbox 360, which made me laugh. So I chose to put it with Xbox One games. So additional features, whatever. So I got the Scholarship Edition because it comes with extra. There's extra 8 missions, 4 classes, 4 characters. And I'm not worried about the 2-player mini games because I ain't got nobody to play with. But yeah. It's kind of a legendary game. A lot of people have talked about Bully Online. I'm not really sure what to consider this game. Because, like, part of me wants to be like, it's an open world RPG, right? But then I'm like, there's no real stats, though, is there? So it's just kind of an open world action adventure? I don't know. I know there's different, like, mini games. There's all kinds of stuff to collect and do. I'm mainly interested because I do want to play through the storyline. I do want to see, what the big deal is. I'm not sure if it's really my kind of thing, storyline-wise, but it's definitely something that has me intrigued enough that I will get to it. Alright, so I love the Hotel Transylvania movies 1, 2, and 3. There was a 4th one, I think, that was like Amazon Prime only. That was dumb. Anyway, so this one's Monsters Overboard. It's like a 3D action adventure kind of platformy thing. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's still something fun that ties to the movies. And I am simple. I like goofy stuff like this. It entertains me. And then more line of I want to get the collections. So Mega Man X and Mega Man X Legacy Collection 2. So yeah, Mega Man X Legacy Collections 1 and 2. So is there 2 discs? I think there's 2 discs here. Yes, there's 2 discs here. Enter the sweepstakes to win. Yeah, I don't care. An advertisement for Mega Man 11. Alright. And then a little thing about the Mega Man Legacy Collection. They had 1 through 6. Okay. And there was a Legacy Collection 2. I think I got that one digitally. That has 7 through 10. Alright. That helps me with my earlier thing about Mega Man Legacy Collection. I couldn't remember. Alright. But yeah, so this one has X, X2, 3, 4, and then disc 2, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Whatever. And then there's extra features and an animated prequel film. All kinds of stuff, to check out. I was just like, yeah, I can have all the games. So this actually does have both games in it, the Inner World and the Inner World: The Last Wind Monk. Let's see. It's kind of a point-and-click adventure game. That's my best explanation of it. Click that, pick that up, take that, hit them with that, combine that with that. Does that do a thing? No? Okay, go talk to the other person. But yeah, whatever. Who cares? I mean, you can still mess stuff up and probably get killed, I would guess. I know a lot of them have those moments, but it don't set you back too far. It just lets you try again. And you're like, okay, well, let's just not do that again. Let's try this. Yeah. They're entertaining in the long run. That's about the extent of it. I'm not in a huge hurry to play it, but it's entertaining, and I was like, that's cool. So, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. So this has 12 games in it. And then, of course, there's art and history, comprehensive galleries. There's online modes that I will not mess with. But I do like the fact that it has 12 different games. You got Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 with the asterisk on it, Street Fighter 2 with the asterisk on it, Hyper Fighting, Super Street Fighter 2, the new challengers, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Street Fighter Alpha, I guess, Street Fighter Alpha 2, Street Fighter Alpha 3, Street Fighter 3 New Generation, Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, Giant Attack, Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. I don't know. Does it say anything inside? No, it didn't even have a booklet. But yeah, you know, I didn't get like any special versions of it. I just got it used because it's mainly like the idea of being able to have all the Street Fighter games like that. Nothing that I'm like in a huge hurry to play. It's just kind of I want to own it because I can say I own it that way. Alright. Geometry Wars 3. Dimensions Evolved. It's Geometry Wars. You're a little pixel ship thing and you shoot shapes. It's fun. It's another one of those time waster, cool off and waste time thing like the pinball. I don't expect to actually beat anything or do anything special. It's just fun. Alright, Blade Storm Nightmare. I mean, it's another one of those Dynasty Warrior games. You smack on a bunch of dudes. So you actually control squads of soldiers in this one. But, I mean, for the most part, I'm just like, go in and smack dudes. I am simple. I enjoy just the simple things sometimes. I really couldn't tell you if I'll ever actually get anywhere storyline-wise since I don't play correctly. It's just one of those, it's fun to play. Naturally, rare replay. So this is several different games. Some games are more, than others. So, does it have the whole list? Alright. Ag Attack, don't know what that is. Banjo-Kazooie, will play. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, I'll check it out. Banjo-Tooie, will play. Battletoads, I played until I got stuck. 3 times in a row. And then I said, screw it. Battletoads Arcade, I didn't touch it after I got stuck in the first Battletoads. Blast Corps, no idea what that is. Gahoma Triangle. Conker's Bad Fur Day. Let's see. I got through the first puzzle interactable thingy that makes Conker take a thing out and do a thing. And then I kind of quit playing because I was like, I think I should play this in one sitting and not be screwing around. Digger T-Rock. Grabbed by the Ghoulies. I'll eventually play it. Gunfight. Jet Force Gemini. I'll check it out, but I ain't promising anything. Jetpack. Not my thing. Jetpack Refueled. Still not my thing. Cameo. Elements of Power. I played about halfway through, and then I got distracted because I'm terrible. Definitely fun, but I'm not really sure I knew what was going on half the time. Killer Instinct Gold, it's a fighting game. Night Lore, no idea what that is. Lunar Jetman, no idea what that is. Perfect Dark. I'm torn between if I should play that Perfect Dark or if I should wait till the new one comes out to see if it's any good. I'll probably play the original, though. Perfect Dark Zero. I don't know. There's people who like Perfect Dark Zero. I'm not one of them. I originally owned that on 360, and I got rid of it because I beat it, and I was so disappointed in the game that I was like, yeah, I'm done with you. But Perfect Dark looks really good, so I will play it eventually. Perfect Dark Zero, I'm not sure I'll touch ever again. RC Pro-Am, not really my thing. RC Pro-Am 2, still not my thing. Saberwolf, I'll try it. Slalom, I think that's one of those like really goofy arcade games, so no thank you. Snake Rattle and Roll, I don't remember what that is. I feel like the answer is no, Solar Jetman, I don't know what that is. Underworld E or something like that, I don't know. I'm going to try it out. Viva Pinata, definitely want to play. Viva Pinata Trouble in Paradise, still, yeah, I want to play. So, it's one of those things. I played Banjo-Kazooie for an extent. I think I finished the first world area, or whatever you want to call it. Now I went to go back to play it, and I had realized I didn't remember what any of the controls did. And I was like, oops. Controller mind blank. Not on my top priority list, but definitely want to play it. Deluxe Edition. Why are you Deluxe Edition? Is there anything with you? No. Yeah, I figured. You're just a used game and who cares? So, I don't know why it calls it Deluxe Edition. Mass Effect Andromeda includes these items: an outfit, an armor, weapons, a space monkey pet. Sure. I mainly got it because, I've played 1 and 2. I'm going to play 3. And I figured I'll at least play this game. I don't know if this is one of those games I'll ever replay after I do play it, because there is a lot of negative about it. But I want to form my own opinion, so I will play it at some point. Rise of the Tomb Raider, because I liked Tomb Raider. I'll get to it. It's not on the top of my list, but it's not at the bottom of my list either. Alright. So even though I don't have Mirror's Edge, I got Mirror's Edge Catalyst, because I make a lot of sense, don't I? I can play Mirror's Edge digitally. So, I plan to actually play both these games. I don't know, they look fun. You're kind of a parkour runner person doing things. I just haven't got around to playing them is all. It definitely looks fun. I do like the action and then the run. And I was like, a game that encourages me to do my favorite thing and run away from enemies and not engage them? Yeah! I am terrible about that in games. I know you're not supposed to do that in most games. This encourages me to do that, so... yeah! It rewards me for being a little chicken that runs away. Alright, and then... Shadow of the Tomb Raider, because, yet again, I liked Tomb Raider. I don't remember what order Shadow and Rise are as far as the Tomb Raider and its follow-ups are, but I went ahead and got both of them, basically. And I definitely will play both of them. I'll have to look up what order you're supposed to play them in. I'm not sure it even matters, but, you know... I'd rather actually play them in the correct order. Yeah, that's about it. I don't really have much to say when it comes to the Tomb Raider games other than that I want to play them because I like the other one, even though the other one definitely played more like an Uncharted game. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about those. And those are all of my Xbox One games, which is actually a fair amount of games. For some reason, I thought I had the Atari Collection 1. I guess I don't. I just have 2. I'm losing it. One of these days, I'll actually know what games I have. Actually, I got them listed. When I'm not looking at my list actively, I'm like, what games do I have? I have a digital list for that reason. Alrighty. Thank you so much for watching. Next time, we will cover more games. Now we're done with the Xbox. I guess it's PlayStation or Switch. I don't know. Bye.